very much. So I'm painting a very negative picture so far of Catholic boarding schools. So I thought I'd flip that on its head. And it struck me recently that in later life sometimes you think about how your teachers might be getting on from school. I don't know if other people do this. So maybe you had like an art teacher who was very inspiring and you think, oh, I hope Miss Cooper is doing all right. You know, she was lovely. Or a horrible history teacher who was mean to you and you think, you know, I hope Mr. Jones treads in a dog shit today or something like that. The good thing about going to Catholic school is there's a thing called the Sex Offenders Register. You can just look on that. I'm not going to do a poem about paedophiles. I'm going in the name of keeping it a bit lighter. This is a poem about memories of kind of driving to or from boarding school with my dad, and I would see like buzzards above the motorway, as you often do, and in that sort of dad way, he would always tell me why there are buzzards on the motorway. So they're looking for roadkill, and also the heat from the road creates thermals, which is why they can glide around. It's a sort of classic dad fact. And I always sort of thought, of all the places to be a bird of prey, it's like the Dolomites, the Alps, the Grand Canyon. I always thought the M4 was like quite a raw deal. So anyway, this one's called the Cheveley Buzzard. Above her torpid tarmac river, cresting tides of smoggy jam, the Cheveley Buzzard rounds about, ferreting for roadkill. Below and fat from KFC, caged strangers gawp and squabble, bound for half-term bacchanal on England's concrete wrinkle. From here the buzzard yens that she could plummet, plunge and pounce, tear talons into passing prey and rip a lorry from its path. She'd fling his jackknifed corpse aside, then shred another half to scrap, breathe diesel fire across 8 lanes, thrashing wings in boiling tar. Dream spun, she spirals still above, eyes fixed on hard shoulders, scanning for death to feed her nest, for carrion to carry home, for a shrew, a fox, or a flattened badger by memory services. Thank you. I'm not sure how I'm doing for time. Have I got time for?
I don't know.
Okay. Right.
One more.
Okay, I could do one more. This one. Okay, I'm going to do this one. This is about discovering swearing at school. So that, I don't know if you remember, but that sort of awkward feeling of trying to force swear words into conversations to sound cool or impress people. So this is just a warning. This is very, very heavily sweary. In fact, I would say that around 60% of the words in this poem are swear words, including the worst one, or the worst one that isn't racist. You know the one that I mean. That's in there. Yeah. One of the things I've been trying to do is work on my titles of poems. It's quite a skill to sort of, what you want to do is try and think of something that gives a kind of clue as to what the poem's about, but without giving the game away. But the main thing is to kind of keep it short and snappy. So this one's called A Brief Study into the Expletive Behaviours of Human Beings by Age. Here we go. Okay, I can't believe I'm going to do this. All right. Infant urgency. Wah. Ga. Ka. Preschool exploration. Willy. Bum. Poo. Playground posturing. Shit. Fanny. Dick. Adolescent aggression. Fuck. Bitch. Wanker. Adult progression. Twat flaps. Shit biscuits. Cock wumble. Middle-aged blasphemy. Christ, God, Jesus. Elderly conservatism, plonker. Twit, Wally. Senile regression, slut, fucker, cunt. Thank you very much.
I really like Ed with his collection about Catholic boarding school. Gave me the shivers. Really like it.
Right, I'm going to read a longer form poem now. This is a narrative poem, and it's about a girl called Cassie, who's a fictional character, but her experiences are very much based on my memories of boarding school. So this is Cassie. It starts with words. Cassie writes 100 times in uniform, unbroken lines. I must not lie, I must not steal. In class I sit, in church I kneel. Nothing too outrageous here. Clear codes can help a girl to grow up well on straight and narrow roads. But words have echoes. Like a song in her head, they have a will of their own. And Cassie learns how to drown out the vocals, but the bass line remains a muffled drone. I must not, I must not. I must not make up false confessions just to make church less depressing. The priest facilitates repenting, not fiction or inventing. I did not have impure thoughts about Father Slater's cat. I must not smoke my Marlboro Lights out on the schoolhouse roof at night, or sneak a jug of holy wine into the hall at dinner time. I must not. I must not. I must study hard the word of God, but just the one who gets the nod from men in linen robes who preach in foreign words and slurry speech and teach us what we must and mustn't do or say and when to pray and how to please God every day. I must not question Christianity, must not explore my sexuality. I must not scribble on my thighs the names of girls who catch my eye. My legs are not a diary for childish, godless fantasies, and Cassie's spirit starts to break, for there's only so much she can take. I must not fantasize in class. Miss Hartley does not have a beautiful asking questions requires a raised hand, discipline requires a firm one. And if a girl's to learn her lessons, her transgressions must be punished. So when Cassie steals from Father Green to pay for sinful magazines, just writing lines is not enough. This calls for stricter, sterner stuff. After Sunday prayers, she cedes to bend upon headmaster's knee. Doubled over nervously, her skirt hitched up, knuckles white, a horse crop crashes through her tights as discipline leaves hot red streaks across her bruised and bloodshot cheeks, uniform, unbroken lines. Still, Cassie's bass line won't be silenced. And now these words are tied to violence. I must not. I must not. I must feel the pain of strain to sin, must be thankful for straight, narrow roads, must fit in. I must pull out my shoulders to pull on these clothes, and to pull on these shoes I must cut off my toes. There's forgiveness in pain, absolution in hurting. Without it, I'm wretched and worthless and dirty. And so this sacred discipline keeps Cassie's mind from mortal sin. She walks the road to piety in righteous uniformity, but still the bass line thunders on, imperatives on kettle drums. I must not. I must not. I must do as I'm told, stand up straight, shine my shoes, clean my plate, eat my greens, make my bed, not talk back, keep my head. I must sit, stand, run, walk, brush, scrub, whisper, talk, thank, greet, wipe my feet, choose, swallow, never spit, keep up, slow down, keep calm, keep fit, keep going, keep at it. Pray, reflect, be thankful. Time passes, words fade, but echoes remain. And Cassie finds a way to forge existence every day, a life on straight and narrow roads, on uniform, unbroken lines. I must go to university. I must get a job, nothing too showy. Something that befits my station, that delivers me from dark temptations. I must take regular exercise, at least 10,000 steps a day. I must be mindful and present, check in with my body, breathe from the belly, eat turmeric. Have 3 booze-free days a week, embrace technology, reject social media, fear AI. Shop ethically, recycle diligently, drive carefully, live reverently. But now and then the road's unclear, and men in linen robes appear. The baseline thumps its restitution, demanding blessed absolution. Craving sacred pain of sin, Cassie scores into her skin uniform, unbroken lines. It ends with words. Once a day is enough, but as many times as she likes, in broken, scrawled, untidy, joyful lines, scribbled, smudged and blotted on any filthy, crumpled piece of paper she can find, a simple piece of prose, and every time her power grows, a finger up it to men in robes, fuck your straight and narrow roads.